Brother Maynard, bring up the holy hand grenade.
1, 2, 5.
Please, sir.
3.
Arm yourselves, America. This is Defenders Live.
Hey, here comes the danger up in this club. When we get started, man, we ain't gonna stop. We gonna turn it out till it gets too hot. Everybody sing, hey, tell 'em turn it out till they get no more. Let's get this thing shaking like a disco ball. This is your last warning, a courtesy call. I am not afraid of the storm that comes my way. When it hits, it
Oh, I am so tired of people thinking they know everything about everything.
Oh, you mean like pretty much anybody around this world?
Especially people who have some kind of a celebrity type status.
Some sort of status like that.
Yeah. I'm tired of it.
Yeah. During a virtual sit-down with the environmentally focused streaming platform WaterBear.
WaterBear? Is it anything like Whataburger?
No. I wish it was.
I do too.
It would be amazing.
I want some Whataburger right now.
I saw a TikTok today of the Whataburger, like a guy trying Whataburger for the first time.
It's like magic in your mouth.
That's basically how he described it.
It is.
It's wonderful. He was like, "Why the hell isn't everybody doing this?"
Because it's
Whataburger.
It's Whataburger.
That's why it's delicious
down there. And
don't dispute it.
Don't leave Texas.
That's right.
If you
stay there,
if Whataburger leaves Texas, it'll get ruined.
It will be. Anytime that it goes out of the state, you know it's going to be half as good.
Yeah.
It's like how In-N-Out was like, oh, In-N-Out's the best, and then they moved outside of like California, and apparently they all went downhill because the ones that I went to weren't that great.
Yeah, there's a few of them in the Dallas area that's not bad.
Yeah,
I can think of a couple of them, but for the most part, yeah, I'm not a.
Anyway, the streaming platform WaterBear had the Duke of Sussex, or the previous Duke of Sussex, now
the ex-Duke of
the
Sussex?
ex-Duke.
The ex-Duke.
The ex-Duke of Sussex, who now lives in, America because his wife, he explained, somebody said to me at the beginning of the pandemic, it's almost as though Mother Nature has sent us to our rooms for bad behavior.
Shut up.
To really take a moment and think about what we've done.
Okay. Why is he part of this?
There's no reason. He has nothing to do with this.
He is the ex-Duke of Sussex.
Not only does he,
he has foregone his royalty for whatever that means.
That means nothing.
It
but
doesn't mean anything. But he's left all that to move with his wife
to America.
Yes,
and got excommunicated from the royal throne.
Yeah. So why is he talking?
Not only that, but
the guy should be flipping burgers at McDonald's.
Who cares what any celebrity has to say about anything? Normally, they're wrong. They're as misinformed, if not worse, than most Americans.
Yeah. Yeah, they are a little uptight.
They are.
Just to say that.
Rather
they're
so.
Pretentious. Just the accent. It's when they talk like this, you can know that they're just talking down to you. They don't care.
No, you got to add that little air of like, it's certain. It certainly reminded me about how interconnected we all are.
Yeah, exactly. It's all
not just as people, but through nature. What?
Translation. I think I'm better than you.
We take so much from her, and we rarely give a lot back.
What?
We rarely give a lot back.
I'm sorry.
We take so much from Mother Nature, and we give nothing back.
Nothing?
Now, Mommy, please take me back. Mommy. This is a call for him. This is him calling his mom.
Please, Mother, I'm so sorry.
Please, Mom.
I'm so sorry.
Mom, take me back, Mom. I swear I'll be a good boy.
They do. They just have this arrogance. And it's just, you know what, dude? Just because you still hold on to a monarchy, which again has no use or no real use, for lack of they're pointless. They do nothing. They just are figureheads.
Yes.
That's it.
That is completely it. They have absolutely no power in their government. They are literally a drain on their economy, especially over there in England.
Over there. And then they have the nerve to talk to us and tell us what we need you to be doing?
Oh, yeah, because they are so above us. I'm sorry, you inbred prick.
Pretty much. With your crooked teeth and your spotted dick and everything else.
And all the rest of it. No, I mean, really, you are completely inbred.
Yes.
The fact that your mummy decided that she was going to she's going to kick you out. Just for the fact that you married an American and decided to leave.
That's his grandma. His mom's dead, remember?
Oh, I'm sorry.
She died.
It's okay. You still call her mum.
I know. It's really
It's
weird.
still mum.
It's still mum.
Just because your mum decided that she was going to kick you out because your wife is American and you didn't, go into the family, should tell you a lot about the royalty. There is no such thing as royalty. You're not royal. Well, you all have birth defects made out by the fact that you slept with your cousins. You are the West Virginia of England, but they celebrate you.
I was going to say, it's really weird. They frown on that in Arkansas and West Virginia, but apparently in England, it's
completely
it's a good
celebrated.
thing.
Yeah, it's great. It's no problem. You and your cousins. That's all the royalty in all of Europe was all connected through family ties. That's how they kept the power for so long.
I don't know. Again, I don't know why they're holding on to this whole monarchy thing in the first place. I mean, I do know why they are. Because money.
Money, yes. You know why the monarchy is still in the government. It's because of money.
That's all it is. If you got rid of the monarchy, the amount of money that would be able to stay with the citizens of England or the UK, period, not just England, the UK, period,
yes,
would be insane.
Oh, I'm about ready to go buy my square foot of land in Scotland and make sure that my wife is a lady.
I thought about doing that too.
Hey, babe, you want to be a lady of Scotland?
Dude look like a lady?
You want to be, because I can go for $10, I can buy a foot of land and you can officially be a lady and I can be a lord and we can put that as our title in our name. Sounds amazing. See, that's it. There, boom. I can $10 in 2 hours. I can officially become a lord,
and it means just as much as the
queen.
The queen.
It means just as much as queen,
being the prince and everything else. Yeah. Poor Harry. He just wants to feel relevant again.
I know. Yeah, it's
true. That's all it is. He left. He realized it's boring over there.
Yep.
And
he came over here. He was like, "Oh, it's really nice over here." Wait, never mind. We can't do anything over here, and I live in California, so
yeah,
that's what he said.
I don't like the heat. These people are arrogant
and they're crazy.
I just don't like it.
Not at all.
Oh well.
Your C-list actress wife.
Is she even C-list?
A D-list actress wife.
Is she even D-list? I don't even know who the hell she was.
Your prior D-list actress wife. I think D is like the lowest you can go.
No, you could be like,
F.
Yeah, I think.
Well, you can do the X Factor,
Big Brother, something like that.
Yeah, that's good times. That's good times. Yeah, Stealth Jackal. Hashtag arm yourselves. Lord and Lady Airy. Oh, yes. That's fantastic.
So wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
If they get that, he's going to have to start drinking all of his APR coffee with his pinky up.
I will. Even with the big cup. Even with the big cup, I will start drinking it with my pinky up, which, by the way, is difficult as all get out. I'm just saying. It's really hard to do that. You have to, bury the handle into your palm.
This is wonderful. You have to start drinking the tea now only.
Well, no.
Yes.
No.
And you can't call cookies.
No.
cookies, you have to call them
First off,
biscuits.
it's Scotland, not England.
Doesn't matter. It's still part of the UK.
I'm not doing that.
It's still part of the UK.
Screw that.
I'm just saying.
I don't have to do all that. I'm an American. I'm just going to also become a lord because I can. Because I'm an American, and that's what you do.
Because we're America, damn it.
We're America.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He just needs to go away. That's what it is. He's It's a failed attempt for him to try and hold on to some kind of notoriety and have something to
go off of, something to live for.
I used to be a prince, and now I'm living here in Santa Barbara.
This used to be my playground.
Now I'm all alone. Okay, I'm done.
We're done. We're done.
No more.
All right, we're out of it.
I mean, we could, but
we're fine. It's no big deal. I mean, please, sir, can I have some more?
that's what he's at now.
That's where we're going with this, really. Speaking of people who really make no sense and should be fired, former Vice President Joe Biden said that he would be keeping Dr. Fauci.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that the former vice president was the one that needed to be fired.
No. Well, former Vice President Joe Biden won't be elected president because he will die before that happens.
No.
I'm sorry. He'll be dead after, like right after,
Probably
almost
right
immediately after.
Yeah, I can say that. So he says Fauci's going to stay, huh?
Yeah, Fauci's going to stay as the head of the coronavirus task force team.
Because that's been doing phenomenal.
I didn't even know they had a task force team.
I didn't either. And isn't it kind of redundant to be a task force team? Yeah. I thought that's a little bit redundant.
Yeah, it is redundant.
Okay.
Fauci, who has been the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease for 36 years, also headed up the coronavirus task force for the president, Donald Trump.
Okay. Hold on. So he was the director of National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases.
Yes.
So
he's middle management.
No, definitely. But no, I was going to say, if he was the director of all that, shouldn't he have seen this whole thing coming?
Mm-hmm.
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 And nothing was said.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Roger that.
Yep. Roger.
Uh,
On Thursday, Biden told Jake Tapper on CNN
good.
that he was going to keep Fauci in the position. Quote,
Ew.
Speaking of Fauci, have you spoken to him yet? If so, have you asked him to stay on? Biden responded, yeah. Yeah.
It's not Obama. You keep throwing Obama.
Well,
cadence
he's
into
been
it.
around it for too long. That's all I'm saying.
You're saying it's rubbing off.
Yeah,
on
it's
him?
rubbing off just like other things. Oh,
No, I
that made me sick first.
no, I knew it was coming.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
couldn't resist. Anyway, you know what? This whole thing is nothing but every single thing that he thinks is going to that Trump would have done.
Right.
He's going to do the opposite, and intentionally.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not it makes a difference, whether or not it would help the country or hurt the country, it doesn't matter.
Nope.
If he thinks whatever Trump would do, Biden will do the opposite.
Yep. Anything you can do, I will do the opposite.
No. Anything you could do, I will ruin.
I will ruin anything that you could have done.
That's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
My COVID team met with him, meaning Fauci. This is a quote. I asked him to... I'm sorry, it's been a long day. I asked him to stay on in the exact same role he has had for the past several presidents. I asked him to be chief medical advisor for me as well and be part of the COVID team.
See, he just knows that he's worthwhile there. No, the man's been in the position for 36 years.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody needs to be in government for 36 years. I don't care what position it is.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to be in government for 36 years.
I agree.
What?
No, I agree. No, Sweater's Prime over on Twitter's at DOA Show. Just be glad it's not a task force teamwork group.
That's true. Or Teams meeting.
Ugh.
Oh, God.
That's irritating.
Mm-hmm. Big Bull, Snark, and Jackal. I thought to be a lord, some watery tart needed to throw a sword at you. That's to be king.
No, I was
That's
going
to
to
be
say
king. And you notice that England hasn't had a king in forever.
You're thinking. Hold on. You're thinking of lobbing a scimitar.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You have to, some watery mink lobbed a scimitar. Some moistened pink and lobbed a scimitar at me. They put me away.
That's very true.
It's so true. And yet, here we are.
Yep. Quote, my COVID team will meet with him. I asked him to stay.
So he has a team of people who have COVID?
Yep.
Oh, good.
I asked him to stay in the exact same role that he had in the past 70 presidents. I asked him to stay chief medical advisor. I asked him for me and to be part of the COVID team. And it matters what the president and the vice president do.
What does that mean? Wait a minute.
You're asking
Why
me
would
what
you-
Joe Biden means?
Why would he put that in there? That makes...
It's Joe Biden.
And it matters what the president and vice president do.
His name was Corn Pop. We're talking about Joe Biden. He flubs more than I do on this show.
He makes me look good.
I know. That's saying something.
That
We're
says
pretty
a
bad about
lot.
flubbing. I mean, we flub.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am the king of flubs.
And this guy's just all over the place. It's terrible. Adding in stuff that shouldn't be there, all the rest of it, and blah, 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 blah.
Flipper-flopping and...
Flipper-flopping's all over the place. And
Whatever.
But that's not all.
But wait, there's more.
There's more. The education lead of the Democratic nominees, Joe Biden's transition team, has a history of speaking fondly.
Fondly about what? About how America is probably the most exceptional country on the planet. How for all of its problems, America has powered through and has come out on top and been a leader for a good many years.
You might say that, but no, that's not it.
Oh, well, I did say all that, and it was still a no.
No, that's not it at all. He speaks fondly of the Chinese Communist Party school system.
The Chinese Communist school system.
Yeah, the Chinese Communist Party school system.
The brainwashing camps and the
Yeah. Where they actually beat you physically if you don't do your schoolwork.
I'm not entirely opposed to that.
I'm not either, technically, but at the same point in time.
I mean, I am, but I'm not.
Yeah,
it's really
I don't want
weird.
my government doing it.
Yeah, but at the same time,
Yeah. We're not talking about nuns smacking you on the knuckles. We're talking like, no, you could
Caning and
like you could get beat, bro.
bread and water, and
They get you beat, bro.
they stake out your house, and your parents suddenly disappear.
Yeah, and suddenly you're now snitching on your parents just to make sure that you don't go to jail. So Linda Darling Hammond.
She's not a darling.
That's her middle name.
No, it's her
That's her maiden name. Excuse me.
hyphenated. Yeah.
Linda Darling Hammond.
Why would you hyphenate a name? Like, seriously.
Because you don't respect your husband.
Okay, I'll take that.
You don't respect your husband and his family name.
Yeah.
You instead hyphenate, and your husband is a weak-ass punk, and he decided that he's not going to fight you on it.
Oh, that's okay, babe. You do whatever you want.
No, that's cool. We live in a progressive society. You just keep your name and just add mine to the end. How about that? And hey, how about this? I add your name to the end of mine.
Oh, God, I hate those.
Have you seen those?
Yes, I
have
hate
too.
those.
I feel really bad for that guy.
And don't worry, babe. It's your body, your choice. Whatever happens, happens.
Anyway, a Stanford University professor who currently serves as the president of California State Board of Education once praised the state-run education system for its
Magical work.
in forging the unified and strong teaching government presence in student life.
Why does the government need to be teaching your children?
She made the argument in her 2017 book titled Empowered Educators: How High-Performing Systems Shape Teaching Quality Around the World.
High-performing systems.
Yes, in which she also commended China for greatly increasing its public funding for education. And I quote,
Public... What?
"Teachers in China are revered as elders, role models, and those whom parents entrust to shape the future of their children. In the Tao tradition of ritual, the phrase, heaven, earth, sovereign, parent, teacher, is repeated
and becomes ingrained in how people see themselves holistically governed and supported. Yes, Dylan over there, the DOA show.
Yeah, I kind of have a
Mojo
point.
Fiber.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's that?
The reason why teachers are being held to that standard and revered as elders and role models and blah, 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 is kind of because of the fact that it is gone. They have forced this on their people from the beginning. This is what happens when you are indoctrinated from a young age. Now, does that mean that back in the earlier cultures and back when there was smaller villages and things like that, and way back olden times, yes, the most teachers were the elders because of the fact that they were elder. They were experienced.
Old.
They learned. They knew. They would teach the next generation.
And they could teach.
The thing was, and there are those whom parents entrust to shape the future of their children. They have no choice. It's not like the Chinese people.
You
can
don't
turn
have
around.
a choice to homeschool your kids in China?
I wasn't even gonna go that far. I was gonna say it's not like the Chinese people have a choice to go, well, we can go with the public school over here, or we can go with this private school over here.
Or we can go with this.
Or homeschooling, or whatever. There is no option.
They don't get a choice. There is no choice.
There is zero choice.
You are literally set in stone. This is how it is going to work, no matter what. You cannot argue. If you are in this town, you go to this school. End of story.
When you are in under a governmental control that literally runs your entire life, you're going to say whatever the hell they want you to say.
Because if you don't, you will die.
It's pretty simple.
Pretty much.
That's why they say most of that stuff is because they don't want to end up dead or locked away somewhere or, re-educated or whatever.
Yes.
Come on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the post-millennial notes that sovereign refers to the leader of the nation, which for China is President Xi Jinping.
Yeah, no, I got it. Yeah, so they're trying to say that the order is, heaven and earth and, the emperor and or
Emperor's
the president.
New Groove. Yeah. Right.
Xi Jinping and
Yeah, he's above you and
then
your
the parent,
teachers
then the
and
teacher, and then it goes down.
And then your kids. Despite Hammond's tranquil and joyous description of the safe learning environment, Xi and the Communist Party leaders exercise ham-fisted authority.
Wait, they beat you with ham?
I don't know, but that sounds actually not too bad.
Well, no, it does. That's a perfectly good waste of ham.
No, I'd eat it.
Yeah, but not if they beat you with it.
Well, what if I catch it?
But what if it hits the ground and you're being pummeled with it and you don't have time to pick it up and it's past the 5-second rule?
I was about to say there's at least a 5-second rule.
But what? You're being beaten. You don't
But
have
these are
time
Chinese. They know martial arts.
That's what I'm saying. So
Even the kids.
again, total life control.
They teach it in school. Which, why don't we teach martial arts in school? Why don't we have martial arts clubs in school?
We used to. Back in the day, we didn't teach back in the day, we didn't teach martial arts. Back in the day, we had the FFA. Back in the day, we had, we taught kids. There were actually schools in school. Children were taught how to shoot a rifle.
Yes.
That's what happened. And I'm not even talking back, during the pioneer days.
No, this was like
The
70s.
40s and 50s, yeah, 60s
Up
and
into the
70s.
70s.
So like
we were the first generation that didn't have it.
Oh, I know.
Our generation was the first generation that didn't have rifle teaching in school. But they still had fencing.
Yeah, because that's
They had fencing.
Yeah.
At magnet schools, you had fencing.
Because, French.
Because French. You had fencing clubs, but you can't do the rifle club?
Well, yes, because you're
not even trying to hurt somebody else at that point.
Yeah, well, you can't hurt anyone at that point. Because the kid may come in and take the gun and shoot someone.
Shut up. Just saying, man. It's bothersome.
It is.
That's all it is. It's
Kevin
just
Hutchins over on Twitter. Say the word heaven 3 times in China, and like the Candyman, government agents will come through your walls and drag you away.
That's very true.
It is. Guys, don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We're going to be right back.
to chivalry? When did it all break down? Seems like everyone's selling their bullshit in this town. Whatever happened to loyalty? Nobody's got your back. Is it your friends or is it your enemies on the attack? Everybody wants to be something they're not and have shit they ain't got. Don't be a dick. Don't be an asshole. Just be nice. You don't have to be that guy. Show some respect. Just be a person. Love one another. You don't need a reason why. Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. What the fuck is the problem with people living the truth? Tell me what somebody's happiness has to do with you. What is the obsession with always being right? It's not always win or lose, it's not black or white. Nobody seems to have it figured out just yet. It's not that hard to get. Don't be a dick. Don't be an asshole. Just be nice. You don't have to be that guy. Show some respect. Just be a person. Love one another. You don't need a reason why. Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick.
I think it's time we blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Oh my goodness! Wow, that was fast.
Sorry, my fault.
You know it fades.
I got
out.
a little
You know
excited.
it fades out.
I
fast
know,
on
but
its own anyway.
yeah, but
that one you
I
don't
got
have
a
to
little
touch.
excited. I'm sorry. I got a little excited.
Yeah, just a tad.
It's fine. Welcome back to the show, everybody.
Mark Harris over on the Twitters. Hashtag arm yourselves at DOAE Show, at Dylan Lawson, at Stephen Airy. Beat your meat or be beaten with it.
Beaten with it. Beaten with somebody else's meat. Ham-fisted, as it were.
Ew.
Sweatums Prime DOAE shows. Zinni the Pooh has ham fists?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, you caught it. Good job.
Little piggy oink oink. If you would like to have a tweet on the show and be engaging with us, because that's kind of what we like.
Oh, yeah.
Go to all of our website. Let me start that again.
Go to all the social medias.
Social medias, thank you. All of the social medias at DOAE Show.
Yes, on Twitter specifically, you can use hashtag arm yourselves.
You can.
And that will also connect you with us.
Yeah, because we're watching all of that.
Yes, we are.
You can also follow us on Facebook and YouTube.
Yep.
Everywhere. Anywhere and everywhere you can find us just at DOAE Show.
Defenders Live on some of them.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It does come up as both.
Yeah, it comes up as both. So check it out either way. You can also go to our website, which is what you were trying to do.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, again,
alluding
it was
to.
such a long day today.
I know. You've had a really long day. I've been really bored all day. Not saying that I haven't done anything. It's just been, I've had my time.
Yeah,
so
which is something
it's
that
been nice. I don't normally
neither
get
one of
that.
us have that.
I don't normally have that. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I know.
been, that's been nice. But anyway, go to our website, doaeshow.com. That's doaeshow.com. If you go there, you can not only go to our shop and get all the merch and the gear, like the shirts that we're wearing and all the rest of it, but you can also get, you can become a defender with us.
You could.
And that's really the best thing. If you like the show, if you like what we're doing, if you like to listen to what we're doing, support us in any way, shape, or form that you can. If you want to become a defender with us, not only is it only $5 a month or $50 a year if you go for the annual, but you also get a shirt because you're a part of it, and you get updated information about what we're doing next, what we're going to be going through, and all the rest of it. As soon as we know about it, we're going to be giving it to you, and you're going to learn it before anybody else. So if you want to help us out, if you want to support us, if you want to make sure that we not only keep this going, but we can get this bigger and better, become a defender with us. DOAEshow.com, DOAEshow.com.
Yes.
Also go to mojo50.com because they're amazing. They've been supporting us for 2.5 years. It's been great.
Yeah, it's been fan-damn-tastic.
I tell you what, man,
The
coming year is going to be so nice.
It is.
Yeah.
For us and for them.
For us and them, everything's going to be coming up. Oh, man, you guys, you're going to love it.
It's going to be huge.
Huge.
Yep.
It's going to be freaking
Check
huge.
it out. All the stuff they got over there. Go to their shop as well.
Amazing.
They've got some new stuff out just in time for the holidays.
Right. So do we.
Yeah, we do too. But
Yeah.
you know, I'm not care about our stuff. It's whatever. You can get it. You can not get it. I don't care.
Chestnut in a dumpster fire. Go get it. It's our shirt. Chestnut Roasting.
He is so proud of this shirt.
I really am.
It's a good
I love
shirt.
this shirt.
It's a good one.
It was a good idea. Just like the shirt that
is.
we're giving away.
It is a nice
It's a
one.
really good idea.
It is.
And
I think it's.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. No.
Right. Anyway, so the Department of Justice filed lawsuits on Thursday against social media behemoth Facebook
Not the Facebooks.
for alleged discrimination against U.S. workers. Yeah, the DOJ released a statement that the lawsuit detailed the charges against the company, which they claimed had favored foreign workers in order to avoid paying higher wages in the U.S.
Duh.
Quote, the Department of Justice lawsuit alleges that Facebook engaged in intentional and widespread violations of the law by setting aside positions for temporary visa holders instead of considering interested and qualified U.S. workers. That from the Attorney General Eric S. Dreider. Yes, Dylan Miles,
I
you
have a question.
Yeah.
I do. It's
Ponderous query here.
I do. So if the Department of Justice is going after Facebook,
Yes.
for hiring and intentionally trying to seek out foreign workers because American workers are more expensive,
Right.
Are they going to be next going after Nike?
That's a good question. That is a really good. Actually, they should have done it with Nike first because, slave labor in China.
That kind of where I'm headed with it. Yes.
Yeah, your Nikes only cost $5 to make, right?
Yeah. Well, and then there's
$5.
And that's counting all the middleman stuff from over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a lot. I was also thinking in our business, there's certain massive conglomerates, the IBMs and places like
Right,
that.
yes. Mm-hmm.
I know for a fact, they get all of their parts and everything from China that then gets sent to someplace in Mexico or, the
And then
UK
sent
or
up.
Canada or whatever. Yeah.
Canada.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to come up with different ways to say Canada.
Canada ding dong.
Yeah. And see if anybody catches any of them.
It's good.
But, and they get sent and then they finally send us the final product and then it gets put in and stuff. I'm just saying.
Maybe so.
Why don't places like that get nailed for? Because it's the same concept. I mean,
I don't know. But, something really weird.
Chevy.
Yes. Adam W. Johnson over there on the Twitters. I've got you guys on full screen on my TV. Why would you ever do that? In my hotel room. Ooh, that's not. It's kind of creepy. Please stop.
Wait a minute. What?
Like, I keep listening. But why are you in a hotel room watching us?
Is it really bad that I really just want to get up in the camera now?
Like, get right up in there? And
Yeah.
just like, hi.
Be like Flo from the Progressive commercial. Can you guys see me?
Do you see me now?
That's what I want to do, but
You'd have to also move the mic as you go. It wouldn't be that bad, but yeah.
No, I'm too tired to stand up, to be perfectly honest with you. I just don't want to do it, but
Just don't have the energy.
I don't. I really don't. Well, but enjoy your hotel room. Hopefully you're not on the outs with the wife or anything like that.
Right.
You just are
Yeah, hopefully it's
traveling
work.
or whatever.
Hopefully you're doing the work.
Yes, Canada. Thank you. Let's see. Mark Harris gets it. That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
It's all it's depending on putting the proper emphasis on the right syllable.
That's correct.
It's how it's always gone. And
Now I take
umbrage.
to this. Kevin Hutchison over on the Twitters.
Aha.
Christopher Walken is to budding impressionists what Smoke on the Water is to aspiring guitarists. I will tell you.
Because that's true.
I know it's true. Not only is it true, it's great.
Every
It's hilarious.
guitarist is like, no, check it out. I can play Smoke on the Water.
And everybody does it. Everybody has their own Christopher Walken, but I tell you what, There's one person that cannot do a Christopher Walken other than Christopher Walken.
That would be me.
That'd be that guy, and he does better impressions of other voices that I can't touch.
I'm just saying, I can't. There's a few of them, and I can't do that one. Arnold Schwarzenegger's another one. I can start off.
You can do the yell. You can do the get down.
Yeah, I can do the loud stuff, and I can do it. But once you start, doing the actual,
Just the normal talk.
the normal talk,
No, it doesn't work.
he sounds like he's had a stroke.
He's a retarded version. It's like the retarded nephew or something.
Yeah, if Arnold Schwarzenegger didn't become Mr. Universe and instead worked at your local O'Reilly's, it's basically what it would be.
At DOA show, Dylan Lyles is starting to sound like he's losing the will to live.
No, I'm
No,
not losing
no.
the will. It was if I could go into in depth of the type of day that I had today at work on top.
If it could turn back time.
I wouldn't do it because today sucked. No, it was a very long day. It was
It's just a long, busy day for him.
counting commute. It was almost a 14-hour day.
It was a long day for him. He's pooped.
I am exhausted.
Yeah, it was a very stressful day. I got to see the communications back and forth. It was a stressful day.
Well,
for
and
him,
it's because where we work at, they're doing a last ditch effort to push as hard as they can to get as much crap done as they can before next week.
Yeah, they really like
Because that's
pushing
when they're gonna start tinkering off for the holidays. And so they're literally trying to cram as much crap as they can into this stuff before it's over with. So no, it's not the I apologize for sounding tired and for lagging on things. It's just a very long day. Adam W. Johnson. Actually, I'm in a hotel room because my mom had COVID on top of her emphysema. Well,
That went dark.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I want to finish reading that now.
He did say that he feels a hell of a lot better.
I got that part.
Yeah. Oh God. Now we're sad. We're now sad.
Sorry now,
Bro. You didn't have to respond.
bitch,
Oh my God.
I feel like such a douche now.
Well, that's what happens when you say things.
That's true.
We do say things like that all the time.
See, no,
so-
you know what this is? This is the problem with the 40-second delay.
Right.
That's what this is.
Yeah, it is. It's the problem right
Because
there.
we come over, they're like, oh, wow, da, 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 and then we come back and we're like, oh, that's
dang,
not right.
no.
I feel bad now. I am so sorry.
Deepest condolences, brother.
I
mean, I'm not laughing at you at that situation. I just laughed at us. That sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Wow. Okay.
All right, we're going to move along.
Let's please, because I need...
Moving right along. Including the DOJ, which is doing that whole deal on that whole deal thing.
Oh, no.
So there's our current president went on the Twitters and went out and said some things about the National Defense Authorization Act that's coming up.
Okay.
Yeah, he said that he was going to veto it.
Well, why would you do that? Because it doesn't make sense.
He's a Republican.
He's a Republican. That's their thing. Is
Right.
Republicans are all about war.
Well, that's
Defense.
because, well, you see,
There's this thing.
there's a section specifically in the Defense Authorization Act, the National Defense Authorization Act.
Okay. I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's called Section 230.
230.
230.
So there's at least 230 sections.
It's a pain in the face is what it is.
Holy cow.
Section 230.
Wow.
You didn't catch that? Or
No,
that's
I'm-
just a bad dad joke.
At what? No, no, not as bad as the one that the girlfriend told me on the
Okay,
drive in
that's yeah, we'll have to listen to that later. Yeah, Section 230 states that
It states
it says that it's liability shielding. It's giving liability shielding to certain big tech companies.
Wait a minute. Hold
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
Hold on. Big tech companies.
Yeah, see, the law protects the section of this section 230 protects the web publishers from being sued for content posted on their platform by third parties.
What? Hold on.
Oh, excuse me. This is section 230 of the Communications Decency Act.
Oh.
Yeah. But that's also something being pushed with the National Defense Authorization Act.
No, one does not have to do with the other.
But they're pushing them together.
Of course they are, because that's what the government does.
Right.
Is they turn around and take a bunch of crap
Yeah.
and make this giant 600-page War and Peace style bill. And everybody gets a little bit of something instead of somebody coming up there with a single sheet of paper and says, this is what we're naming it, this is what we would like to do, and this only.
Right.
That's what needs to happen. Of course, there's a lot of things that need to be done like that. The tax code needs to be the same way. You made X amount. You pay X amount. Please send check to. And there you go.
Trump tweeted out,
Section 230, which is a liability shielding gift from the U.S. to the big techs. The only companies in America that have it, corporate welfare, is a serious threat to our national security and election integrity. Our country can never be safe and secure if we allow it to stand. Therefore, if our very dangerous and unfair Section 230 is not completely terminated as part of the National Defense Authorization Act, I will be forced to unequivocally veto the bill when sent to the very beautiful resolution desk.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing. As it stands right now,
yeah.
he's not going to have a job.
Currently, he won't have a job in January.
Yes, it is right now.
And this can be held until then.
That's exactly what I was getting ready to say. So who the hell cares? Now that he's just played his hand, do you really think anybody's going to give a flying fig about that?
No.
No.
Nobody cares.
They're going to go, oh, you're going to veto it. Okay. Well, we'll wait until we get our guy in to get what we want. So, do you too. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Don't.
Right.
You moron.
That's just how it is. Retiring Republican Tulsi Gabbard, a frequent critic of the president, expressed her full support.
Too.
Yeah, but she expressed her full support of Trump and his veto.
Well, to be fair. To be fair, she is a veteran. She was rather high up in the upper echelons of the military. She had a high rank.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
I kind of liked her as a person.
No, as a person, she's fantastic.
Yeah,
I don't agree with her politics at all.
yeah. She's also, she's a Democrat.
I don't care about I don't care about the label. Like most people,
Right.
people that I've talked to who claim to be Democrats, we find out later, are at the very
They're
least
really just socialists.
there's that. Or you talk to other ones who you find out they're actually more libertarian. But they're afraid
is true.
They're afraid to admit that. Honestly, look into it and admit that, because they find out that they think libertarian. Everybody thinks of the guy who wants to just push the legalization of weed, which most of that's already happened. So
and technically Democrats wanted that anyway.
Exactly. So I mean, that's my point. Is like, now that it's done, why are people so afraid of the Libertarian Party?
Right. Why are you afraid of like legalizing certain drugs? Is that really the biggest problem that you have with the Libertarian Party, or is it the fact that they can't organize worth a shit?
Oh, for me personally, both.
It's both.
It's both.
For me,
Because,
it's
like-
just they can't organize.
Well, I was gonna say, like, I'm okay if you want to legalize drugs. Nah, that's a long thing, but that should be way on the bottom of your list.
Right.
You don't walk out on stage as your first address to people, your first push at a public office, or an attempt to campaign for a public office, leading with, we should legalize cocaine. No, dude, no.
That's not how you start this.
Yeah, but that's what they do.
Yeah.
Or that's at least what they did with weed. I don't know if I haven't listened to them recently.
Drugs are bad. No, they're not. And we're going to legalize them all.
That's what I'm saying. Don't lead there. People don't give a rat's tail about,
that's not the biggest
legalizing
thing.
drugs.
Yeah. The war on drugs is such a
my God,
it's a
yeah.
necessary thing that you need to like talk about, but it's such a small issue compared to everything else going on.
But you want to talk, well, you twist it. You changed it up. It's not really the war on drugs is the problem. It's actual justice reformation.
Right.
That's where
Justice
it's-
reform, yeah.
Justice reform, not
war on drugs.
war on drugs.
Yeah. What are you actually charging these people for? Having possession?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. But it has to be a certain amount or higher, because
Well, there's a lot of things that I would.
Well, I'm just saying, personal possession of something, okay? You have it in your car, and it's not enough to actually sell, but it is enough that gets you high.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
I know. But again, that's one of those landmines that you just kind of don't lead with that. What is everybody worrying about right now?
right.
Right
the
now.
election.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. Like in this whole election, what was the big lead? What was the big push? Unity and equality and all this crapola. The
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter and all this. Find a way as a libertarian to address that.
Right.
Don't come out here and go, we're legalize cocaine. You moron.
Okay, that's really not what we need right now. Yes, stealth Jackal, immediately. # arm yourself. So what you're saying is don't lead with drugs.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes. That's exactly it.
That's it. Don't lead with the drugs thing. That can be a fallback. That can be an extra. It can be an add-on. It's like nobody understood what Joe Biden was going to do in his campaign, even though he put it on his website. Why? Because he didn't talk about shit and he hid in his basement.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say. Like, I think the Libertarian Party would actually have a fighting chance in an election of any kind.
If they actually just went back into the basement?
Close. Very close.
They just put their people out and said, hey, we're just going to put a couple commercials out.
Well, I was going to say go completely opposite of what they've been doing for thus far. Like I said, the leading with the drugs and legalizing stuff.
Right.
Actually come out and view your point, but do everything that's actually important in that moment.
Right.
Black Lives Matter. You address that about the equality and the racial injustice and all of that jazz. Mm-hmm. Pick that one. How, as a libertarian, how would you
As a libertarian, how would you handle it?
Make that part of it. Mm-hmm. And if have one guy come out and do that, he may not win, but I guarantee if he did that and stayed completely away from the whole drug thing, completely away from all those hot button topics and actually hit the issues that people are dealing with now, he would at least turn heads.
I know exactly what he should do.
Okay.
He should follow the lead of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
He should.
Yes. See, Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is a self-declared democratic socialist who has been vocal as being a critic of capitalism in the past.
So you're saying she said that she doesn't. She says
capitalism
she doesn't like
is
capitalism.
bad.
Capitalism is bad.
Right. In the past, she's instructed her nearly 11 million Twitter followers.
Wow. 11 million?
Yeah. To resist disaster capitalism.
Wow. So it's so bad to her that she calls it a disaster.
Yes. Last year, AOC called declared capitalism to be irredeemable.
Irredeemable from what?
Anything. It's just completely irredeemable.
But from what?
I don't know. But today, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez railed against Amazon. Constructing their second headquarters in New York, which was, that she's been doing that. That's been the past couple of months, and was, which was estimated to bring, 25,000 to 40,000 good-paying jobs to nearly $30 billion in revenue into the state. She got that kicked.
Oh, good.
Yeah. This week, though, the Democratic Socialist fully embraced capitalism by selling $58 sweaters.
You said $58.
Yes, the same sweaters that, you can go to Printful and get them
for 56.
No. You can get them from Printful. If you go to the Printful website, you go to and you could see it's like $20, $15 to $20 a shirt.
Yeah.
She's selling them for $58. And you know what the shirt says?
What does it say?
Tax the rich.
So we're clear, just so I completely understand.
Cursive font text.
Just hold on, but
tax the rich.
Just make sure that I'm following you properly.
Yes.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who is a democratic socialist,
yes,
by admission,
yes.
Key point, keyword being the socialist. Abhors capitalism
to the T.
Okay? Mm-hmm. Led, air quotes, grassroots movements and everything through Twitter.
Yes.
trying to get other people to abhor it,
Bet.
capitalism.
Yes.
And in doing so, she is selling T-shirts
For
or
almost
just shirts.
Yeah, shirts.
For almost $60 a pop that say tax the rich.
Yeah, these are sweaters, specifically sweaters. Because it's cold.
Okay, so sweaters. Okay,
Yeah.
still.
It says tax the rich.
Tax the $60
Uh-huh.
for a sweater.
That doesn't include shipping and handling.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's like, what, 65, 66?
67.22.
Oh my God, that's oddly specific. Wow.
It's about $68. Let's just put it that way.
$68
Yes.
for a shirt that says tax. When was
Right.
the last time you bought a shirt for $68?
I don't buy shirts for 68. Actually, we don't even sell shirts for that high.
No.
We intentionally make our prices on our merch pretty low.
Like
Substantially low. Like we basically make nothing on these shirts.
literally like pennies.
Like literally like $1 or $2 maybe. If that. That's what we make because we just want you guys to have the merch and be good.
But $58. So again, just to round this out, the admitted socialist who hates capitalism
Yes.
is capitalizing
On tax the rich.
on taxing the rich by
Yeah.
selling sweaters for $68 a pop.
Well, she also has t-shirts that say AOC and me for $27.
Ew. $27?
Oh yeah, you could also pay $27 to cancel student debt t-shirts.
But does it cancel your student debt?
And also a drink water and don't be a racist t-shirt.
Because those two go hand in hand.
Right. Those t-shirts, by the way, I can tell you flat out, they don't cost anywhere close to $27.
So what you're saying is she's making money off of this.
A lot of money.
A lot of money.
A lot of money.
But she's not a capitalist. She hates capitalism.
Oh, she hates capitalism
She doesn't
until
like-
it serves her.
She doesn't like making money off of things.
Well, no, she doesn't like you
Oh, that's
making
okay.
money off of things.
Gotcha. That was the hang up.
You need to make sure you add that. You.
Gotcha.
She doesn't want anybody but herself making money off of capitalism.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good for her.
Yeah. And finally, the legal team representing Donald Trump filed a new lawsuit against Wisconsin's election commission, 5 Wisconsin mayors, and other election officials on Wednesday.
And a partridge in a pear tree. I
Yeah.
mean, dude, you have less than a week and a half.
A week and a half, basically. Yeah.
There's no time.
Well-
They're not going to have anything done.
Well, it may be one of those cases. You don't know. It may be one of those cases where if it's actually put in front of a judge and they look at it, they're like, oh, crap, you're right.
But they're not going to put it in front of a judge in a week.
Wow.
They're not. Look. If I can't see a judge for a month and a half for a speeding ticket, you really think that they're going to have the presidency, this whole election crap is going to be ironed out in a week? Shut up.
Oh, come on.
No, especially when it's for the guy that they don't want in office.
Among other allegations are claimed by 5 mayors from the largest cities in Wisconsin violated the state's election code when they instituted new ballot gathering measures, quote, a plan by the mayors of Wisconsin's 5 largest cities and funded by an out-of-state organization known as the Center for Tech and Civic Life to implement a new form of balloting in Wisconsin using unmanned absentee ballot drop boxes without adequate or uniform chain of custody standards and security protocols contrary to the Wisconsin election code.
Wow.
Why didn't this come out immediately?
Well,
You knew that this was happening. Like this, I know you have to gather information and all the rest of it, but you knew that this was part of it. You still have, by the way, the Trump campaign still has something like 37 or 38 lawsuits that they can file that they haven't filed in multiple states. It's like they've only filed about 4.
it's because they know that in the end, they're not really going to get anything out of it. That's what I think.
That may be the case, or it may be they're waiting to like literally the very last minute to just say, screw it, we're going to dump it.
Yeah, but then you're not going to have time.
Well, even still,
Everything has to be resolved by the 14th.
either that or it has to get resolved by our current legislative body.
And that's not going to happen.
It's not going to be a good idea.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. Adam W. Johnson over on Twitter is the only way I'm spending $60 on a sweatshirt is if it says "Make America Great Again" in gold flake. I'm with you on that, but I wouldn't buy a sweatshirt for that. Mine would have to be at least 3 or 4.
It'd need 2 or 3 at least.
Yeah. Sweatimus Prime also on Twitter's at DOA Show. Capitalism for she, not the.
Yes. Also out of the Silent Slug. Don't you remember? Milk is racist.
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 Uh-huh.
Boy in Iowa, or in IA, I'm sorry.
IA, yeah.
That's
Mhm.
still
Yes,
Iowa. At DOE Show, hashtag arm yourselves. Looks like AOC is finally using that econ degree that she could not find a job with in the financial capital of the U.S.
Ah.
It's true.
And Donna Ray finally over on the Facebook. I'm not here to listen to you both badmouth POTUS. I'm out.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bravo! I love that. Oh, it was great.
Well, it was pretty good.
Well, it wasn't bad.
Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good.
It could have been a lot better.
I didn't really like it.
It was pretty terrible.
It was bad.
It was awful.
It was terrible.
Get him away!